Guys, in this workout, we're actually going to be working on a bit of a mobility exercise, full body exercise, and some glutes, some quads, and some cardio. So what we're going to do is, a lot of the exercise I like to do in this stuff is I like to mimic real life situations. A lot of times, if we've been sedentary for a long time, fancy word for lazy, we haven't done a lot of work, we haven't done a lot of physical work, we're in our chairs a lot. When we go outside and have to pick up bags of sand or rake the leaves or pick up garbage, a lot of times we're hurting our backs, we're pulling muscles and stuff because we're not used to it overall. So we've lost some functionality. So today's workout is we're going to get some of that functionality back. We're going to work with a sandbag, 20-pound sandbag. I'm going to shoot a video later on about how to make your own sandbag. Again, so even if you're having trouble getting equipment, I'm going to show you how you can build your own at home with some stuff from Canadian Tire and stuff lying around the house. And then we're going to do some box steps. So I have just a little box here. So what we're going to do is called sandbag shouldering. What we're going to do is we're going to take this bag, 20-pounder, we're going to put it on the ground, right in front of us there. And then we're going to come back, I have a little box here that we're going to do some box steps on, move that into position afterwards. And we're going to do the same principle we've been using, 10-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. And we're going to go from there, mark them off as we get them done, get as much work in as we can in the next 10 minutes, push hard, and then we'll take, we're going to recover afterwards. Nice thing when you do this high intensity training for short burst amount of times, it actually skyrockets your metabolic activity. The fat burning furnace is going to be skyrocketed for the next 48 to 72 hours. So that's why I like to do a couple of these during the week, because it really hammers home the fat burning, blood flow, and the adrenaline and testosterone, all the good things that we need to get going. So, sandbag shouldering, 10 per side, box steps, 20 steps. All right, so basically, we got the bag on the ground here. We're going to go down. Now, what we want to try to do is go into our hips, not just bend over at the waist and make our lower back work. We're going to bend at the hips, scoop up the bag onto our shoulder. 1, drop it. Scoop up the bag. 2, drop it. Try to get low in the hips each time. All the way up on top, drop it. I'm at 3. I'm going to go to 10 per side. 4. You follow it, you can drop it. I want you though, when you go down, I want you to bend at the hips, pick it up with your legs as much as your back. If you get tired, up here is where I want you to rest. Bag up on top, your core is activated, shoulders are working, breathing, bring it back down, go get the next one. Up, back down. Up, back down. All right, that's 10 total. 11, down, 12, down, 13, we're going to go all the way to 20, 14. Now, I'm a big strong guy, so 20 pounds in the first round moves pretty easy. But there's a point where my cardio is going to get screwed, and it's going to get just a lot harder to do. If I need a break and I can't hold it on top, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, until you recover a little bit, catch the bottom of your lungs, back in. 16. 17. When this gets tired, you're not going to want to follow it down, you're just going to want to drop it. 18. 19. And 20. Now, I'm going to pull this over, box steps, something stable. You can use the first step going up the stairs at home. You can build a box, use a bench, whatever you're comfortable with. Some mistakes I see a lot of people do if they're not ready, strong enough, fit enough, they're using something way too high. Don't do that, because you're going to be all screwy, put a lot of torque on your knees and on your back more than you need to. You want something that you can handle. 1, back down. 2, back down. 3, drive through the heel, nice and tall. Back down. I'm not jumping back down. I don't want any impact on this. I want to drive up. 4, touch. 5, 6. This is probably about 10, 12 inches off the ground. A little higher than a normal step. But again, the kind of stuff we're going to run into that we're not good at. I'm already starting to breathe hard. Feel my legs going. Call this 12, 13, 14. Careful when you get tired, you'll start to stumble. Take a few seconds, regroup, get back in, drive through the heel nice and tall, right? You've got great cardio, you want to do a kick through, if you can. I don't care too much about that at the start. I want to see you moving. How many times have you gone up a flight of stairs at home or in a building and you're gassed? This is what this is doing. Starting to breathe, you can hear me breathe while I talk. Drive through the heel, a couple more, nice and tall. If I need a few seconds, through the nose, through the mouth, recover, stay in control, fight for form, but get comfortable being uncomfortable. 19 and 20, nice and tall. Gonna go over, grab my marker, mark off the round. Incredible sense of completion. Check my time. Oh, I still got 8 minutes. Take a sip if I need it. You don't need to fill up with a lot of water, guys. A little bit of sips so your throat and mouth doesn't get too dry and uncomfortable. You can live for days without water. You can handle a workout without filling up. Just want to keep things from getting too dry and irritated. From there, back, get your sandbag going again. Again, into the hips, tall. Second round's gonna be dirtier. Fight for form, nice and tall on top. Squeeze the glutes. 3, 4. Second round, guys. 20 pounds is nothing for me, but I'm starting to feel it because the cardio's kicking in. My hips and glutes are working more because I'm doing more mobility work, right? Your body's not used to this anymore, so we're going to rebuild that. We'll call that 8, 9, 10. You're going to get some rounds where you're just going to drop the bag. You're going to be like, oh, sweet baby Jesus. And you just work through that. Calm yourself. Tell yourself, calm down. We all have an inner voice, right? Listen to it. Tell yourself to calm down. Mine is very caressing and very soothing. It's always like, calm the fuck down. That's my inner voice. Let's go, Hoss. Boom. Ready to go. 11. And down. Get it up there. 12. And down. 13. And down. 14. And down. 15. Down. 16. Your rest, try to rest up here. Couple deep breaths. Remember why you're doing this, what your goals are, your why. That one time in camp, whatever it takes to get you through it. Drop it down, pick it back up. Drop it down, pick it back up. We'll call that 18. 19. And 20. Boom. Drop the bag. Get ready, move over to your step. Pull the box into place. When you transition from one exercise to another and you're starting to get tired, take a second. Think about what you got to do. Don't rush because you'll stumble, trip, and fall. It's funny shit to see. It's not good for your body. Recover a little bit. Deep breath. And let's go. 1. All the way back down. 2. All the way back down. Breathe. 3. Drive through the heel. Nice and tall. Finish the step. Lock it out on top. Bring it back down. 4. I feel like I said 4 already. 5. 6. 7. You're going to get tired. Your mind's going to play tricks on you. You're going to forget where you're at. That's why I use a board. That's why I mark it down, keep track. Because I don't want to do less than I should. I don't want to miss out on some reps. I don't want to cheat myself. I want to grind. I want to punish myself a little bit here. Pay for our sins a little bit. We'll call that 15. 16, nice and tall. Breathe. 17, nice and tall. 18, here we go. 19, here we go. 20, boom. Take a deep breath. Recover. Walk out. I find this process of marking down your work very important because you can see what you've accomplished. So you get a sense of that you're working hard. I got 2 rounds in. Maybe my timer says I got 6 minutes. So mentally I'm like, you know what? I could probably get 5 rounds in. Grind the next round in. Go. Get to the 3rd round's done. Oh, I got 4 minutes. All right, this next round's getting tougher. Get the 4th one in. Oh, I got 1.5 minutes. How far can I go? Keep the form. Don't race. Don't rush. Don't injure yourself, right? Push. Work. Tell yourself, it's 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I can work hard for 10 minutes. I can push myself for 10 minutes. A good way to make sure that you're not going too far is that you can talk. So even if you're by yourself, talk out loud a little bit. If you can still talk, your heart rate's not too far out of control. On a scale of 1 to 10, exertion 10 being you've passed out, you're fucked up, 1 being you're laying in bed, we want to hit 8, 9. 9, we can talk. It's getting a little harder. Have to breathe in between sentences. I'm probably about an 8.5. When I finished that, I was probably closer to a 9. The fitter you are, the faster your heart rate's going to come back down to normal, but you got to breathe. But let's say I'm at a point where I can't say 5 words in a row. That's 9.2. 9.4, your ears start to ring, you start to get nauseous. We're not here to throw up. If that happens, the workout's done. You don't want to get to that point because A, you're done after that. There's no more fat burning. There's no more anything else going on. Physiologically, your body's shutting down. It's releasing too much cortisol. Mentally, who the fuck wants to do that every time, right? We're not animals yet. We're going to be there, but we're not there yet. Work on that. Heart rate, manage it. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Calm yourself. I feel like I'm back to a 7 now, right? I can talk better. You can tell just in this video, my sentences are smoother. Back into the next round. Let's go. Break it down. My goal is 10 per side. That's it. I'm going to fight that. That's my job. That's my war. When I'm done that, I'll deal with that. I don't worry about the whole list. I worry about this here. Then I worry about this here. Go through the steps. Take it down. There's always one more rep, guys, right? 10 minutes. Grind.